All right, the lab we're doing tomorrow is the gravimetric analysis of a metal carbonate. Essentially, your job is to determine the metal carbonate I give to you, is it lithium carbonate, sodium carbonate, or potassium carbonate? And so to do this, you need, or I guess one way to do it is to determine the molar mass of the compound I give you. If you know the molar mass of the compound I give you, you can line it up with one of these three carbonates and identify which carbonate it is. So, how can you determine the molar mass of that carbonate? Well, I'm going to give you a certain number of grams of that metal carbonate, so you know the mass of it. If you know the number of moles in that number of grams as well, you'll know the molar mass. You'll know what compound you have. So, how can you go from grams into moles of this metal carbonate? Well, take that metal carbonate, dissolve it in water, and then add a solution of calcium chloride. Now calcium, when in contact with carbonate, will precipitate out as limestone. And so when you add that calcium carbonate, you're going to get all this small particulate, this cloudy mixture. And you're going to take that cloudy mixture and dump it through a paper funnel. So that funnel will collect the solid and the liquid will flow through. So you collect the solid on this filter paper, and there's going to be a lot of water there, and so you'll need to take that filter paper and put it in the oven, probably for a couple hours to vaporize any water present. And so you'll have then the mass of your calcium carbonate and the paper. Subtracting the mass of the paper initially, you'll know the mass of your dry calcium carbonate. So you know the number of grams of calcium carbonate, you therefore know the number of moles of calcium carbonate. And because you're going to presume that all of your calcium carbonate was precipitated, or actually all of your calcium carbonate, you'll assume that all of the carbonate initially present became calcium carbonate because you added an excess of calcium. Then you'll know there's a 1-to-1 ratio between moles of calcium carbonate and moles of your initial metal carbonate. So you can find the number of moles of your metal carbonate and therefore plug that moles of metal carbonate in. So you know the mass, you know the number of moles, you know the molar mass, and so you can tell me which of these metal carbonates is yours, and then you can find the percent error. So compare your molar mass versus what the molar mass should have been. So that's your error, and then divide by what the molar mass should have been, and multiply by 100%. Okay? Thanks for watching, guys.